Thank you. Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
do we have any? Can we get any insight on what kind of attire you'll be wearing at the show? Because word on the street is
spur of the moment. It's kind of spur of the moment, you know.
Yeah.
It's like today.
There you go. So you don't have a custom jean jacket?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna decide on my own what I'm gonna
There you
do.
go. There you go.
Yeah, and believe me, I thought the craftsmanship on the last outfit was tremendous.
Oh, tremendous. Yes.
But I think that was a one-off for me. I kind of like more the simplicity.
Right. So on top of that, Joe, so a lot of people say Ryan found his new trainer. But realistically, you're not just his new trainer, it's actually a full circle, because you've actually trained Ryan in the past, and a lot of people don't know that.
Right. No, Ryan came to my gym 6 years ago, a little over 6 years ago, and his parents brought him, Lisa and Henry Garcia, and we worked for several months together in the gym, and I actually made an offer to him right before he turned pro.
Oh, wow.
And he turned pro at 17.
Right.
He fought in Mexico, but I encouraged that because he was handling grown men in my gym and doing a lot of damage. So the handwriting was on the wall. Maybe not, his name wasn't out there yet, but I had the luxury of being able to work with Ryan before anybody really got to see him outside of the amateur circles. So look, I rarely, if never, offer 17-year-old guys that weren't in the Olympics or something like that a healthy signing bonus, contract, apartments, spending. I mean, I offered that to Ryan, but that goes to show you how much I was impressed by him, and I could basically, see what his future could be if he stuck with it, and sure enough, he's here.
Yeah.
But as far as the full circle, yeah, I mean, look, I got a call back in February out of the blue, unexpectedly, and Ryan wanted me to come to San Diego, like within a day and a half, be down there, pack up and go. And I had a gym full of fighters, but Ryan and I stayed in touch, even though he was not training with me and fighting for another promoter, Oscar, because I of course work with PBC, and there was no way I was going to turn him down, because I know Ryan and his family. We had a blast together when he was a kid. Spent time. I used to drop him off at his sister's house around there, so it wasn't like just in and out, and during Ryan's fights when he was training elsewhere, he'd give me a call afterwards. He'd come by the gym, pick my brain a little bit, or just come over to say hi. And so it was a very friendly, good relationship. With there was a connection. So I mean, I'm very thankful that Ryan decided, of all the people that would love to train him, I think that maybe that past relationship that we had together gave him enough insight to what he was dealing with me, and made it easier for him and less complicated. And I'm very happy that he did call.
No.
Very close with his family. They're great people. Ryan he's a great person. He's a blast. He's unique. He stands alone in his thinking. He's got a very analytical mind, very intelligent. I actually collaborate with him a lot on certain drills and things that we're trying to perfect, because he's got the mind of a coach, which is a rarity. There are other fighters out there that are very analytical, but Ryan is hands down one of the most analytical young men I've ever met.
Wow, no, very good. And you guys look great together. I think Oscar said it best in an interview. It's like a match made in heaven because you guys look tremendous.
Well, he's the heaven, I'm the match. So no, Ryan's incredible. He's got it all. He's got the it factor, and they say, I don't know what it is and the definition of it, but I know it when I see it. And he definitely has the it factor.
It's funny you say that. That was going to be my next comment, that you used to say that in the gym all the time. There's only certain few kids that are born very so often that have that it factor.
Yeah.
And you have spotted it. You have that eye for it. You essentially knew what Ryan would be, and you notice it. And I remember you used to say that in the gym all the time. That kid has the it factor.
Yeah.
So what is the it factor for you?
The it factor, again, it's hard to define, but if you were to check off certain boxes,
yes,
technique, and guts, charisma, speed, marketability, you name it. You go down that list, and Ryan checks off all the boxes. There are guys that'll check out 8, 9 out of 10, and they're very good. There's lots of guys out there like that. They're charming, they're personable, but Ryan has got every box because he's got the power, he's got speed, he's great on the social media. Pretty much invented it, for this genre. He's charming, he's athletic, he's dangerous, he hits really hard, and I mean extremely hard. I mean, it factor, I don't know, you can probably figure out a few more adjectives there, but...
Gotcha. Is there anything that he surprised you with coming back into camp after leaving for a few years and then learning outside of your camp? When he came in, you guys trained. Was there anything that surprised you? Like, wow.
Look, if you spend one camp with Ryan, not much is going to surprise you. I spent a good over 2 months with him. And, you can, if you've been around long enough, you can kind of sum up, surmise, and figure out somebody within days, And a couple of weeks into it, I knew what I was dealing with Ryan. So surprises, no, because he didn't surprise me except in a positive way in the last camp. So all the surprises were non-surprises because I already knew what he was about. And so I guess the surprise is to a lot of people that there are no surprises then or now. Everything that I thought and bargained for, I got with Ryan. He's a workaholic. Trust me. He will run you into the ground chasing him around wanting to do things. If it's not strength training, it's running. If it's not running, it's come up to the house, let's just do some shadow boxing, jump some rope. If it's not doing that, it's in the gym, sparring, hitting bags, mitts, shadow boxing. I mean, look, he's a full-time fighter and a full-time entertainer and a full-time student of the game. So he's going for it. He's not leaving any stone unturned. He's not cheating his way through this or BSing his way through it. He puts in the work.
Very good, very good. Well, there you guys have it with legendary Hall of Fame trainer Joe Goossen. Thank you for the time, Joe, and we're ready for the Fortuna fight.